guys, I realised from the last video that I just kind of launched straight into playing without explaining my deck, how I've got it set up and why I've got it set up in that way and how I think it works quite well. So it's really built around Divine Visitation, obviously, and Bishop of Wings. Although I could really do a couple more of them, come to think of it. This is a bit of an experimental deck anyway. So basically the idea is I want to get one of these out, obviously. And obviously that card says whenever you create a token, you get a 4/4 white angel instead. So the rest of the deck is basically around being able to throw tokens out. So these Hasda Marshals, whenever you attack with more than one, will generate a new token. If we've got Divine Visitation out, then obviously that means we will get it, instead of getting a 1/1 soldier, we'll get a 4/4 angel. Haunted Witness, very good for just sacrificing them and getting an angel out of it, because obviously when it dies, we get a white soldier creature token. And then we've got a bunch of things that generate tokens, so Raise the Alarm and Sworn Companions. They generate tokens by just as instants or sorceries. As sort of Rally the Throne, but it's also quite good is that I get some life back from that as well. And then Confront the Assault. I've got 4 of these, so that if I do manage to get Divine Visitation out, I throw that out, I get 3 angels instead of the Spirit, instead of the 1/1, which is pretty good. And then that, just because I like that, I like that card. Whenever I create a creature spell, I get a zombie warrior creature token, and I can always just use it just to absorb some damage and then bring it back out in a few turns if I need to. And then I've got these castles, which let me generate tokens. Again, if I've got Divine Visitation out, I can just pump them for tokens, which is pretty cool. And then, whilst I am trying to get, because obviously I need to get 5 mana out and this card to get one of these out, whilst I'm building up to that, I have only got very weak creatures. Nothing really damaging, they're all very tiny. So I've stuck in 4 pacifisms and 2 luminous bonds so that I can just take the edge off of any large attacks, any large creatures that come, before I get my cards out that I want. To assist in getting cards out, we've got Inspiring Commander. It takes quite a lot to get that out, it's 6 mana, it's quite expensive. But once I've got that out, if I haven't managed to get Divine Visitation out, I can pump some of these token cards out, or some of these from here, and that will give me a life and let me draw a card, so it gives me more chance to pull the card out that I want. Dawn of Hope, again, same idea, I can use that to generate pull more cards to try and get Divine Visitation out. So there's two really main ways I play this deck. If Divine Visitation doesn't come out, or it doesn't look like it's going to come out, if I get a lot of token cards out in the first in my initial hand, sometimes I will just spam out the tokens and just go wide and just try and just blap them with a ton of tiny creatures that, you know, they might be able to block 1 or 2 but not many. So that's the other way that I play this deck. If my Divine Visitation isn't coming out, I can just try and overwhelm them with lots and lots and lots of tokens. So yeah, this really synergizes really well with Bishop of Wings. This is brilliant. If I can get that Divine Visitation and Bishop of Wings out at the same time, amazing. You want your angels to die, basically. let them attack. Whenever an angel dies, I get a new white 1/1 spirit creature token, which immediately gets formed into another angel, and I get 4 life back. So it's especially, and then if you get 2 of these, or if I get both of these out, then you're just getting so much life back and so many new angels created that it's just a brilliant combination. I've only got 2 in there. I'm thinking of maybe bumping that up to 4. The reason I haven't is just because I could maybe drop maybe a couple of the comfort front assaults, or maybe one of those, or a pacifism, or erase the alarm, or just something. Maybe have another 2 of those, but we'll see. And then the only other thing I've got in here is I've got a couple of disenchants, and that's just if I manage to get something like Divine Visitation out, and then they exile it with an enchantment or something, I can disenchant it just to get it back. Or if I come up against the Revenge of Ravens, I think, or the Cavalcade ones, then I can just get rid of them, because that's the only thing that can sort of stifle this deck a little bit, is if I haven't got my Divine Visitation out and I've got a bunch of small tokens, if the opponent's got the Revenge of Ravens or whatever it is, I've got no chance. I can't do anything unless I can get rid of that. So yeah, that's pretty much it. There's not a massive amount more complexity to it than that. It seems to work quite well, but it is quite reliant on getting a good starting hand. And if I come up against like a discard deck or something like that, a mill deck, 9 times out of 10 they'll make me throw away these cards that I want, and I'll just be stuck with lots of little tiny things. But yeah, other than that, if there's anything that anyone thinks I could improve upon, let me know. Like I say, I'm a bit of a Magic noob. I'm sure you can tell with my in-depth commentary on cards. But I think this works quite well. I didn't even know this card existed, actually, until I came up against somebody using a similar deck to this. Not exact, but a similar deck to this. And I was just amazed at how well those two work together. I was like, I've got to have some of those cards. So, yeah. So, okay, so that's pretty much it. I just thought I'd quickly show that, see if anybody's got any suggestions, or feel free to nick it or change it, or point out if I'm being a complete idiot and I should be doing something better. And I'll catch you guys later. Bye.